Eya ura Kwame Abronye and so audition ura Kennedy not just say very very distasteful. Now me believe say party no mpeni for mahwe sa video no a mo member no eye Kwame Abronye osi a audition ura Kennedy Japan no a na chere say ade a hadwini yi papa minim how far impenifu amwo party ni mu say na ma handle sa issue no say ma handle ma bibia aye kama ana say mojanesa. For me that is very bad. Na me name the circumstances to which and so Kwame so oni ni nua peni e Japan and so ebedino basa say, which is very very bad. Because what I do know is say Kwame omumi enu na ya Kwame na I know say woman so me sign pen nti eye me wonwa bebre say ebri Kwame Abronye is out there na seven prediasa o sane bia digu ora Kennedy so, which for me se party no mpenimfo epesa asomdwe be mu a by this time I believe se party no mpenimfo should by now issue a statement. Yeah, se mo pesa asomdwe eba te by this time as I said party no mpenimfo as I said den mo issue statement on the blistering and the avalanche of attacks ora Kwame Abronye odiaba ora Kennedy so. No, enye so distasteful enye nice. There say party no mpenimfo in free general secretary so you ora Justin Bawumia ane party chairman in team na say NPP for ni nimdiamu nimu a na say mu bisa won so no yem pe candidate for because Bawumia as long as I can say tribal angles to one of this lady, you do see adieso enye for the purposes of the peace and stability of this country. Let's avoid this, baby. NPP say, hey, yenti jai. As long as you Bawumia beba, akromfo no ebenya kwan ewiewio musika. Akromfo no beko so abom mani krono. Akromfo no beko so edi nsem hu e Ghana no yemfem na every day we omoye wia unima dem every day we better boku ntokwa saa o. Now we say ntokwa ni sia Bawumia beko boku wono as one of the factions going to restore peace or going to restore what? One kasa saa bri de waye owi. Nti we be the president na and obeko akọ restore the peace no metie. Ebetia ye. Now so Mahama wie na memua the political dynamics automatically changes. We move to another angle. Nehono Ghana for ni baby some a lot of questions say. Also yen sign to aba Emma Nodna mani medi or my subiomana. Ni na be part of an issue that we need to box it. Ibidi hun komo. MPP for Madrid Hosa. Internal wranglings no. TT NPP party nyamwa MPP munya ewo Ghana fu enim no ba na eba from na mfa mo ho me kwaku nyama asem o no nyama asem but a good party ni mu ase e the party ni ba from na mfa mo ho so mo asem na wo hwe nyoma ekoso a ewo party ni mu a na che se enipa bi ayo madwene se Queen Bia so no internal wrangles here air cost is here. My mama small build up. It's because any pebia your margin say one particular candidate to be so man fana ma MPP asumdwe emmemuda. In the very recent times we after mu history there mo amunim say the mu history is it here. But kebi actually Ghana for kan time all the way from 1979. Kwaya fast way ya muchiche from Buziata. Na Buzia time kwa MPP kwa mwinti. Buzia time. Buzia was a professor. Buzia no mugane so he's the only professor in Ghana. Oni Akufo-Addo Papa Edward Akufo. Ohona Ghana introduced you the Prime Minister presidency. Akufo-Addo Papa was just a ceremonial, right? And then Ghana you nothing. You ye hu hwe nti me MPP for mu ye dede wa bonton na hey right from your Tea party na bedru bi we de ma say ye hu hwe. Now you know what I have said and maintained that the NPP, as part of my build-up to the NPP internal wrangles, I've said this and maintained that the NPP candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, one, I'm giving 3 adjectives to qualify my assertion. One, he's a risk and a security threat. Listen, oh, he's a risk. One, and he's a threat. Two, to the stability of this nation. Now, the MPP for no problem. For me, person, I would matter me. I don't give a hook. I'm family. Look what I mean for you. May respond to you. My enrich you CV. To me mean for you. But the point is the MPP for the pow. Woman pow. Me say Bawumia a risk and a threat to the stability of this nation. Now, me mean kokanu kuko me catch him playing on this screen. Because I told you way back before 2024 elections, why? Bawumia, so far, in the history of this country, he remained a political figure, or what a lineup to one of a conflict zone in this country. Our conflict, and I live my life, significant part of it, so meaning the American. That's why I'm saying, no Bawumia, so no can say onya and Bawumia chonhu free home. Bawumia ready. Bawumia say a brand MPP war power. Anyway, be koso bokuwa ninara at the blind side of Ghanaians. You can't do serious one. Is it true? Say Bawumia. I try so or Leo somebody in a helicopter. You did not question Boko Ekusio Hene. Sadly, see a name. Now, maybe say, I didn't know about me person. Yes, I didn't know about me person. Is it because he was a vice president? Now, why would Bawumia involve himself in the Boko conflict? Why? To escalate the conflict that Ghana as a CSS, yes, security apparatus in Eduko Boko. I didn't know Bawumia Besa. Did we see an aircraft, a helicopter? MC Amonre se mbe hume ina sa video na. Or the helicopter fly obi e didn't question boko ni ekosi na ade so. Sa de ni si ya na. Esi ya, let me be say e di enti na Bawumia be sa. Why? Is it because Bawumia would do this because of a vice president and he has a power at a point? And then the question remains the national security architecture of the state knew nothing about this. And it is a siano, said the Bawumia said the Sisu Bioma, Nafi Bawumia president, a Diaba Sem and the Besu of Boko. Samunima may catch a manadui. Boko as a small town could spell doom for this country, and I challenge anybody. The security officers of the state know what I'm talking about. Bokunkwa. Menka the rest of the you northern belt me say bokunkwa betimi twa kese e dia to o ma wo ma shikrowi semu nimu a me ka kire mo semu nimu a me say Boko crisis way. The Boko crisis has been more than what? I didn't say a quarter of a century or half. It's more than a century, more than 100 years. Onyame na di kroya fofie ebedu pempenso yo. Na Nyankopon po na ya dom se Boko no Bawumia be vice president 8 years ni etihudi, and there wasn't any explosion until the latter part he wanted to do it. Now helicopter na namon o meka ne krenchire Ghana for this helicopter we it is hovering within the airspace of Boko, true or false, and I dare Ghana Armed Forces for mo meka ne krese we enyamo aircraft and namon sa aircraft way no why na team. This aircraft, who was in this helicopter way? No one in that team. And Bawumia, what do you know about this? And who were they sending there to go and skin? Move here, move around. Na bibi nyemu ene mu nsura de. Ena mu de mugu southern region ha say. Ena de dia mo sori a. Na se NPP for ni nim de mu nimu a. Na se mu bi say so no. Yem pe candidate for. Ko Bawumia as long as ube I can say tribal angles to one of this lady. You do see Adieso and for the purposes of the peace and stability of this country, let's avoid this, baby. NPP say, hey, yenti jai. As long as you did Bawumia beba, a cromfono, a benya quite a review musica, a cromfono because we are born money chrono, a cromfono because we did some woo, our Ghana no, yen femna, every day, we madam, every day, we better boku and tokwasa. Now, this is a 18 to 20 year. Bawumia beko boku wano as one of the factions going to restore peace or going to restore what? One can say sabri the way we. Into be the president now, and I'll be restore the peace. No met you. A bit ye. Now, as part of the build-up, after the era of John Dramani Mahama, the political dynamics automatically changes, and Ghanaians would begin to assess whether or not a Nordna should be re-elected as yet a president of this nation. And also, Madre home. Says here, I can say, on my Ghana, the would yes or sep gradiasa with Frisro or a Nordna. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, so Mahama na memoir. The political dynamics automatically changes. We move to another angle. Nehono Ghana for ni baby some and lots of questions say. Also, yen sign tuaba Emma Nordna mani medi or may subiomana. Nina be part of an issue that we need to box it. Ebedi hun komo. MPP for Madrid Honsa. Madrid, I'm not sounding tribalistic, but that's a fact. Madrid home, Masha angles nina. Any more muye dedena, chinchina che, Bawumia ni mewremu. And at least within the NPP, there at least I can say now nobody, two people pay. Ken Agyapong, any Bawumia, as long as NPP will go for glory, as a massa. And some minimum NPP for ya. And by this time, you must begin to be counting on your high ups. Possibility of say Ghana for yes say no. Esruni ebebedia de say and yenko south. And then why any party me yedi ni room emanako. Why so soon as sabri so wetimi marketing huye. Why so soon what in good standing obetimi. Why so soon what dom dinechi. Why so obetimi aboa for. Why so soon obetimi gina simpie so. No wetimi aden. I rally say Ghana for nya tiha mintiha enye NPP ngwa o e ho na edu ho Ghana for including the non-aligned for na ye tiha ye adwen ye ho ye nyara no ye behwe se hwan na mode na eba na fie nyi agitrada ne akasa okay ye ne moko monwe no ho na no between Bawumia and Ken Agyapong why and mo betimi na esi simpie so onko se mo fa Kennedy nkwa na e be ye hwan ya ibizamo. Because you need to analyze all these dynamics. Meanwhile, the say, show more report, the NPP's report from you can say your regional capital, Ashanti region, Kumasi, Piebaya, many hopes Nadoye, every time you can ye. We now will report him. Bawumia forms base of why you lost in Ashanti region. Did you not say that in your report? Bawumia forms part of why NPP lost in Ashanti region. Does that make sense to you people? That even your own base, your own headquarters, Bawumia couldn't make any impact. Nevertheless, to talk about Onu Bawumia and hometown in Wale and the rest of it. Just me drew him. Says na muka we say Professor Michael Kwe. We will come back to Kwe we did penny natem. Professor Michael Kwe report. Kumasi, your base, you lost miserably. A despicable debacle. Nothing to write home about. And yet, the party officials still close their eyes as if they are walking out there like headless chicken. My goodness. Are you guys thinking? Nyanse bi ye adwuma de. Ashanti region report. Ye de ba bi ye adwuma. Ebri neba. Ye ba be report on some mo na mo keka we na. At least it was seen in the report said Bawumia a base part of why you lost because Bawumia sa e didi didim e wo boku crisis ni mu e ka ho bie na video ba asem na afie ba ne sen enna candidates ba ko be ka Bawumia ho e mo makwa ono ne supporters were caught in the crossfire and as the supporters ni bi na obi people, you know, for whatever reason sa abrante ye boni din kansa alhaji hwan sorajos whatever ne wo makeka ho na ebi ebietuo ho ka etuo ne ebietuo ho se monhwe tuo obi brandish gun se etuo ni hwe kakra se etesen die ntia so onhwe tuo se die nti etuo hwa ho nti onhwe bi asem na esie na supporter ba konso ne the second one aden why today bedian say Kennedy den or back off which I support this Bawumia sonko yes oko enunumunu afi wo hwe nioma apie eba no a